I get I get Wait, is it Malloy? I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. Smoking on exotic weed, killing bad energy. I don't let it get to me, so they try to get me in my dream, but all my demons died out. I feel so alive now. You can't kill my vibe now. You can't bring my high down. I can feel the energy, and yes, the past is history. Happy meditation keeping me away from misery. Walking through the galaxy when I wake up back to reality. I get so fucking high, I can't feel anything. Light another blunt, all my problems start to drain. Henny in my cup, cause it numbs my brain. I'm so fucked up that I can't think. I'm so fucked up that I can't think. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing.
This is just what was left from last night. T-Rep's fucking ass. Alright. I get that too.
There's nothing official about this, you understand. We're just talking off the record. But sometimes you have a feeling about a person that you know very well that either he is capable of killing somebody or he isn't. It's just a feeling. But occasionally I found it has a definite bearing on the
spray
truth.
paint. Finish the touch. Before I did it, it looked okay. Now it looks good.
There's nothing.
Oh my goodness, I was muted that whole time. Hi guys, what's up? Oh my goodness. What's up, Kayla? How you doing?
Good morning. I heard you through the intro.
Did you?
Yep.
That's cool. That's all right.
But, you know.
Masshole, what up?
Hi, Masshole. How are you? We were worried about you yesterday.
Good morning. Thank you, Mom. She says, good morning, handsome.
I like the new scenery, Josh.
Oh, this is just a temporary. Cool stuff's gonna go on those walls.
Nice.
Yeah, I see. I brought the studio here. Now I don't have to run to Toledo and back and forth every time.
Yeah.
Woo! Good morning, Katie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Grant.
Good morning.
Good morning, squirrels.
Morning. It's really rainy.
Yeah, it's pouring rain. Pouring rain.
Listen, so kind of funny, not funny, but I was like half asleep this morning, and Carly and Cassie stayed the night last night,
What up,
and
Redbeard?
Carly was half asleep too, and she was like, all we heard was a big crash, and I'm not like, don't wake me up frazzled, like I'll panic. And she goes, was that a bomb? And I jumped out of my bed so quick and ran to the window and opened it, and I was like, no, dumbass, it's raining. And it literally, my whole house shook. Like, I shook out of my sleep. I jumped out of bed.
That was like not that long ago, too, like an hour or two ago, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yep.
woke up
I
at 8.
saw the lightning, and then the thunder was just huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge, huge.
I kind of liked it. I
I
like.
enjoy it.
After I woke up and stuff, I'm glad we have a rainy day, honestly, because I've been waiting for a rainy day. I want to like deep clean my house and not feel like I'm wasting a nice, beautiful day.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do today in the garage. She just let me know that Adriana's birthday party is in 1 week, in like a week. So I'm like, oh my god. I'm looking at
Yeah.
the garage and I'm gonna have to do some work today.
Yeah.
Squirrel says, was it a glitter bomb? It was
I wish I woke up to a glitter bomb.
it was a lightning bomb.
Yeah.
It set off my cameras in my grow room, he said.
Yeah, all night long, dude. My cameras were going crazy because the wind and like my screen door flew open, so my ring just kept going off, and it's nuts.
1 week.
Any motion around my house, any motion, it goes off. And
What up,
so
Dev?
all night long.
He says, morning, loving the new setup. Well, this is just, okay, so what happened was yesterday's show, the power went out, right? So I'm like, okay, the power's out, but then it still wasn't coming on. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to take this chance of the power not working if I come down here in the morning. So I'm like, I just packed everything up. I packed every fucking thing up, and I'm
No,
like,
I was wondering. I'm like, dang, didn't you say the last thing to stay intact was the studio? And then I remember the power went out. So I'm like, maybe change of plans.
yep, exactly. Change of
Pack
plan.
the studio up first and get the studio set up first. Everything else, wait.
And then yeah, I'll slowly my background will slowly change. But whoop whoop. Turn up Kayla, she's half your volume. Okay. Thank you. I gotta wait till she unmutes herself to do that. So how's everybody doing tonight? What are you or this morning? What are you guys all up to today? Kayla, hang on. When you unmute yourself, okay, now I can edit your mic a little bit. Apparent Redbeard said you were way too quiet compared to
I
me.
feel like I'm yelling too.
There, you should be better now. Redbeard, let us know if that's better. So you got what do you want to talk about today, Kayla?
What is some of the best life advice you've ever gotten? And from who?
Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. I want to hear yours first
Mine
so I can think.
was learn to be alone.
Learn to be alone.
Happy.
Well, be happy
with yourself. You okay, my aunt explained it as you won't be happy with anyone until you can manage to be happy by yourself.
Correct. 100%. I
And she told me that as like the darkest part of my life. Like literally I was alone. Like I had nobody except for her and my son and of course like my grandparents and stuff, but like in that time I really only felt like I had myself and my son.
Yep. And that's when
and I had to like dig myself out of that rut by myself because my family's not, they won't enable like bad behavior or anything that they don't do it like at all. And so, I mean, I was just learning life. Like, and finally they were like, you're going to have to figure it out. And I had to figure that out by myself and literally learn to be happy with
Yeah,
just,
because if we're towing you along with us, how are you going to learn? You have to.
yeah. And that's why I have very thin patience for things like that, because like my family literally, like, of course they didn't watch me fail or ever not have food or a place to live, nothing like that. But like when it came to like I'm alone and I don't know what the next step of my life is. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Like this isn't what I want to do. They weren't like, let me hold your hand and da 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 da. No, they were like, here, figure it out. You have a child. You have to figure this out.
Yep, here's
And
some advice, but you have to do it yourself.
yep.
Yep, yep, and that's pretty key for sure.
Hmm.
I'd say that's a pretty
And
important.
honestly, as soon as I really started, like, I, I learned to be alone and I was okay with it and stuff. Like, I got fucking blessed with Ryan and all of you guys. Like, I literally was just at that point, like, where like half a year went on where I was just content with it was just me and Landon against everyone. Like, that's just what it was. And then it was like, boom, here,
Believe
bitch.
in yourself
Here's
when
some
no one
love.
else does. Be your own light. Yep, that's a good one. Well, the best advice I got was like, you don't if you can't fix it, don't fucking focus on it. If you're upset and you can't fix it, then don't focus on that because it's going to make you crazy, no matter what it is. So
Don't
I
give up on things.
I focus on things I can help, like things my own that I can touch, that I can physically fix. If I can't fix it, then I'm probably gonna put it to the side and not worry about it. Like other people's drama for a lot of the times, like I'll try to help, but once it becomes a point to where like either you're bringing me down or something like that, or like you're not helping yourself or stuff like that, then my whole outlook has to slowly change to help myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Once it starts like pushing on your mental strain.
because I don't do drama. I'm all about if there's an issue, you need to speak up and we need to fix it. Okay, period.
Yeah.
That's how
You have to say that I
and that's
mean
why me and
that's right,
Victoria get
not
along so
you.
well.
Yes.
Victoria's the same way. If
Mm-hmm.
there's an issue, we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Period.
Dude, yeah.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning.
So basically, if you can fix it, try to fix it. But if you can't, don't
Yeah.
fucking hold on to that because that's the weight that's gonna.
That's something I've had to learn. Like, I'm still learning how to do that. Like, because I will literally, like, try to fix a dead horse. Like, and there's no fixing. Like, what are you trying to fix?
You
Like,
can't fix anybody; they have to fix
I
themselves.
know. And, like, I'm still learning that because as much as I want to help people and I'm like, listen, like, you, you have to want to fix yourself. Like, nothing I tell you is gonna
I can give
fix
you
it.
all the great advice that I
Exactly.
have, but if the old saying, Kayla, is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what the old folks like to say.
I know. I'm
But
slowly learning.
that's the truth. So that's what I'm saying is like, if I can't help or I can't physically do anything about it or mentally do anything about it, then it's not in my filing cabinet.
Don't get bit by a drama llama.
Says you can't fix people, they have to acknowledge it and fix themselves. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where the self accountability, like
Yeah.
when I finally was able to take self accountability for my actions and the way I was thinking and why my life wasn't going the way I wanted it, that's when things started to look up. Like for
Yeah.
real.
Yes. Yeah.
My brother in my group told me it's your bag, sister, paint what you feel. It's your bag, sister, paint what you feel and let it move forwards stronger. Let it go, move forward stronger. So she paints to free her mind and stuff like that.
I tried that, but I'm not like really good at painting, and like my mind is so scattered, like I can't concentrate long enough.
Yep. PSL.
Good morning.
Can't concentrate just to sit there and paint to get better.
Listen, I really tried. I tried watching like those YouTube channels, you know, those canvases, like the sunsets, like where you can go and like wine and paint or whatever.
Yep.
And I'm like, ooh, like I want to try that. So yeah, we tried. Like actually had a girls' night and we all tried. And it was just like, oh my God. We ended up drawing circles and squares all over our canvases because none of us could concentrate long enough to do it.
Mom says some people are just assholes and they will never change.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to acknowledge.
I've had to learn that too. Some people are just fucking dicks.
Yep, it is what it is. You know, that's
And then you just gotta get away. Like I just gotta get away from that because like I don't wanna be.
Well, that's like I'm not gonna be in any drama unless it has to do with actual me. You know?
I've literally just given up on really giving a
Even
shit
there.
about anything else around me. Like I'm just gonna do what I wanna do. Like if it makes me happy and I feel like it's a good thing, I'm gonna do it. And I don't wanna be a part of any drama. Like literally nothing. I've let all the drama go.
That's a good one, Rodney. Remember, shit has different meaning to bees. Honey has different meanings to flies. Flies are attracted to shit and bees are attracted to honey. And they hate the other way around. That is great. I love that
I
quote.
never thought about that, but yeah.
I never heard that before, but when I saw it, I was like, boom, this is
For a
good.
second I was like, what?
That means you can't bring everybody to your way of view. So,
Yeah.
you know, don't even entertain it. So it's just like honeybee doesn't fucking entertain the shit. You know?
Yeah.
That's great. I never heard that one before, Rodney. Thank you for that.
The other day. That's like one of my favorite movies. It's the Bee Movie.
Yeah, you like that?
I fucking love that movie. I fall asleep to that movie about 5 days a week.
Redbeard says painting lures has been almost as relaxing as fishing itself. So that's what he does. He's got his little side business where he sells lures and paints them and creates them all himself. Allison says, turn the page. Bob Seger. Yep, exactly. If you can't control it, turn the page. It is what it is. Turn the page. I like Metallica's a little better. Life is tough, my darling, and so are you. My mother's words, he says. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Squirrel says, oh, you have to decide that your mental health is more important, Mom says. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. You can't change. You can't grow better until you make that decision.
Yep. That's true.
Rodney loves it. Or Rodney, love it. Grant says, yep. Mm-hmm. That was a cool quote. I highly enjoyed that quote. That might even be one of my new favorite quotes coming forward.
Yeah, I'll remember that for a while.
Ooh, Squirrel says. Oh yeah, I'm gonna first time in the new studio.
Branko, DMAC approved.
Only thing I forgot. Damn it. Kayla, pass me a lighter. I wish. I'll be right. Oh, wait, here's one. Look, your lighter.
Bada bang.
It's out, though.
See, my lighter reincarnated itself into that lighter, but it took all its energy doing it, so it's out now. Sorry about it.
It turned to a different lighter and forgot to put the fuel.
Yeah, I tried.
Says I screenshot that shit. DMAC approved, baby.
Branko, DMAC approved.
As always, these episodes are sponsored by Branko Labs. Branko Labs Tarantulas. Get you one today.
Should start sponsoring us. That'd be cool.
What?
King Palm.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I should just start tagging them.
Yeah.
Just tagging King Palm and everything.
King Palm.
Sponsor.
We got watermelon today.
There was other flavors I haven't tried yet too.
Ooh, the mint, it was okay, but I really felt like I was smoking a cigarette. I was
Menthol.
like,
Yep.
what
I don't
in the
disagree with
hell?
you.
And me, Carly, and Cassie, like when we used to smoke cigarettes, that's what we smoked, menthol. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a throwback. I don't know about this. Like, in every time we hit it, we're like, I don't know. And then after it's gone, I'm like, nah, not
Thank
my
you,
favorite.
my gorgeous girlfriend, for bringing me the lighter.
Shout out to Victoria.
Whoop, shout out Victoria. Victorious.
Start having like lights, strobe lights everywhere.
Oh, just wait. We will be able to do that.
Yeah. Turn it into like
Squirrels
a show.
smoking a big old fat train wreck.
Nice.
Morning, beautiful people. Harold says, "What up?"
Good morning.
Grant says mint is gross. You try the banana one yet? And that actually, now that you say that, I told her yesterday pineapple was my favorite, but I think the banana one is definitely my favorite one.
Yeah, banana is one of my favorites. I like banana, watermelon, and
Pineapple. Both three are my favorite.
what's the other one? I liked margarita too. That was okay.
Margarita.
The berry don't even taste like berry, and the mint, it just gives me PTSD.
The mint gives me PTSD, she said. Oh, that's funny as hell. I don't never ending word. Banana. Yeah, I know, right? That's how I felt. Rodney wants to come up and talk. I don't care. You can come up and say something. You're muted. Kayla.
I just said da 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 da, but
Okay.
damn.
Hang on, Rodney. I'll send you the link, and then yeah, you can come up and join our show. Let's see. You come join us, and we got about 8 minutes out from the spotlight. Whoop.
Yeah. Josh, you drink coffee, right?
Sometimes.
Nah. Well, listen, the Cinnabon creamer literally tastes like a cinnamon roll, like a whole cinnamon roll. Doesn't even taste like coffee.
Cinnabon creamer.
Mm-hmm. Like I put like 3 teaspoons maybe in it, and I'm almost like a teaspoon away from not tasting the coffee.
I was hoping the Fruity Pebbles one would be like that, but
it wasn't. Did you try it?
I tried it and it wasn't good.
It didn't taste like Fruity Pebbles. It tasted like milk or something.
Thank you. Mom says, can't wait to finally meet the woman who is putting that amazing smile on your face. She's talking about you, babe. Oh, yeah. She says, oh, yay. Banana is gross. Squirrel says, no, not this, though. I agree with you, Squirrel. Anything banana flavored that's not real bananas, I agree with you, except for this.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thanks, Ariane. Thanks, Boo. Happy Father's Day, early Father's Day, she says. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing good. Good times for all. What's up, bro? How do all? We're gonna show, just so everybody knows, we're gonna spotlight his video. We were gonna spotlight yesterday when the power went out. What is it? How fire changes electricity or something like that, to that effect. It reminds me of medicine as a kid, the banana flavored, she says.
Banana flavored medicine?
Yeah.
I've never had banana flavored medicine.
I never. Well, she's from fucking Canada, so maybe they like.
Yeah.
We'd use cherry and grape.
Yeah, cherry, grape, or bubblegum.
And that's probably why I don't like anything grape flavored.
Yeah.
But I'll smash some Jolly Ranchers, though. I'll tell you that.
See, the grape Jolly Ranchers, I like the watermelon Jolly Ranchers or the blue ones.
I love the blue ones. Those and the cherry ones are my favorite, but I don't like. I won't eat the green ones.
Nope.
I'm scarred. I got PTSD from green apple chew dip, like chaw. The first time I ever did it, it was a Halloween. All my friends were doing it, and I'm like, sure, I'll try it. I put as big as a dip in as these guys that have been doing dip for fucking it's like 6 or 8 months type shit. And I all of a sudden I got dizzy and fucking I was like,
Oh my
oh, just like you see on like what's that movie, that little baseball movie, The Sandlot. They dip on the roller coaster and then they start puking everywhere. That was
Oh
me.
my
I
god.
started puking, and now ever since then, if I smell it, if I smell that or like anything else, green apple doesn't so much have that effect on it. But if somebody pulls out a can of Skull and it's green apple, I'm gagging. I'm gagging. Rodney says, I'll come on after the spotlight. Sweet. She says, yum. You like grape and cherry. Whoop, 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 whoop. I was trying to think of some more good advice. I posted the other day about, what's your best quote that you ever heard,
There's so much shit.
There
Like
there's so many.
there's I could think of probably like 10.
She says it's vegetable oil, not cream.
What?
I bitch at my sister for drinking that stuff. It's vegetable oil, not cream. When you get your sign, it'll light your studio up. And oh fuck yeah, it'll go right behind me, bro. Oh, I should put right there. See what I plan on doing is like when we do pillar talk, Tear Up's always wanting to be able to see, complaining because you can't see the virtual ones. Boom, TV. That'll be the show will be up there, so he'll be able to see everything. So it's just not me seeing anything. And then I could also hook that TV up and run from anywhere, be on the show and still run it type of stuff if I want to. That's what's up. I like that, Frank. Thank you. Ever heard of the song called 30,000 pounds of bananas? If you sang it for me, I might, but I don't know it by name for sure. Wicked. Good Time says, "What's up, squirrels?" It was gross. It was thick yellow paste watered down. Ugh, that is gross. Laughing at the green apple. Those able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood. Yeah, that is a good one. So yeah, Kayla's asking, what is the best advice you've gotten as a kid, or what's your favorite quote?
Yeah,
That type.
what's like a life quote that stuck with you?
So Good Time says those able to see beyond the shadows and the lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed by the masses. Boom. And I love that quote because that's how I feel America is, if I'm being honest.
This is America.
Like you've got so many people like when the elections and stuff come up that are all fighting over
Oh god.
over what? What are you going to battle over these dudes for that don't even care about you? That
Honestly,
don't
they don't even know your fucking name, Bill.
nothing.
Calm down.
What are you getting so emotional for?
Seriously, or those people that still go on about the election now, like seriously, let it go. Let it go. Write a letter to Congress and let it fucking go.
We purposely started this during stuff like that so I could get away from because yeah, I'll admit it, I get sucked in. If I
Oh yeah.
that's one of those things. If I feed that dragon, I'm feeding it right.
I remember a few times during like the election and all that shit, and even like when COVID first started, we would go to Kevin and I would ask Kevin like 20 questions, like just because I was getting sucked in and I would slowly get sucked in by all this. And then he'd give me some information and I'd run with it and find more out about that. And I'm like, whoa, okay, you need to stop. Stop it. Yep. Especially the election. I stay out of it. Like, and then this past one, everyone was so hype about it and frustrated and mad and So I started looking into it, and I was like, nope, I'm not riding this train. I'm not doing it.
If voting could make a difference, they wouldn't let us do it. That's a Mark Twain quote. And you know who Mark Twain is, Kayla?
No.
Okay, so he's a old time author. Like he's the guy that like Huckleberry Finn, the book Huckleberry Finn. And there's a few other ones too. They escape me right now, but he was the writer of those, like old school. He's not Shakespeare, but he's kind of looked at in that matter, in that way. Like he's a fucking epic author.
Like I've heard his name, but I
He's more than that. He's more than an author too, but that's what he's known for the most. All right. Guess what time it is? That's my radio DJ voice. Hi. Welcome to 98.3. This is crap music.
crap.
Okay, so here we go. The spotlight is Good Times for All. Why does fire change electricity? Like, why is Kayla still on the screen?
This is Good Times for All, or Zachary Zabala here if you prefer. In today's video, we will be asking the question, why does fire change electricity? Our setup will be the Van de Graaff generator with a discharge wand set about 5 inches apart, a metal rod connecting the discharge wand to an electroscope. The electroscope is a rudimentary tool for measuring electric charges. We also have a camera set up on the electroscope where you can see the gold foil leaf better. I would like to give a big shout out to LC King here on YouTube for pointing me in this direction. We have been doing chats on the weekends every Saturday on my channel and are looking into grabbing electricity out of the atmosphere. And this had popped up in some of the research he was doing. And it absolutely does happen the way the research says. It's amazing.
Check, check.
There's a little check to line up the two cameras. As you can see, when I start turning the Van de Graaff generator, the gold foil leaf starts pushing away and going off in an arc. Now, when I apply a flame there, you can see that it over doubles in size that time. The amount of electricity that the electroscope is gathering. Again, I apply a flame and I'm somehow gathering more electricity to the electroscope. Now, where I place the flame is also very important, I'm finding. But everywhere I do put a flame, anywhere near the setup, it does alter it a little bit. The interesting part, when I touch the flame to the rod, no electricity is transferred anymore. As soon as I stop, the electricity starts picking up. I believe because my hand is closer to the Van de Graaff than the discharge wand here, that it's not picking up as much of a charge. But you can see when I do apply a flame, even over here, it still does go up a little bit. So no matter where I apply the flame, it is still interacting with the electricity in the atmosphere. Again, as soon as I touch it to the rod, I get nothing. So I'm not really sure what to make of this, folks. I have a lot of research to do. And this is one of those things that just kind of baffles my mind. Again, flame to the rod, no electricity. Flame near the rod, more electricity. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I really am perplexed and amazed and full of wonder at this new thing I've learned, and I really just wanted to share that with you. When I do just a flame near it, nothing happens. No electricity being picked up at all. It doesn't jump around at all. So I don't know, folks. Your guess is as good as mine. This is Good Times for All here signing out. As always, thanks for watching.
Great video. Great video. That was cool as hell. I like shit like that. He got electricity out of thin air. You know that? That's how that was working.
Yeah.
You can
Awesome.
we can have
Felt like I was in like chemistry class or something again.
like you can have electricity without all these wires. It can come like out. You can have like Wi-Fi electricity in a sense. That's real. Why we don't do that? Money. Because that would be free electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Hmm.
This ain't gonna be the first video of yours I share. I can promise you that. I like your channel a lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially the more I'm going over there. Obviously, the first couple times I just watched some of your lives, but actually, your longer ones. But going and seeing your short videos, I like that. Oh, whoa! Nobody reads anymore. Squirrel says. Masshole said Mark Twain is his pen name. Just saying. Yeah, you're right. You was right.
What's his real name?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Sign measurements are 28 by 12. I'll send you a pic of it lit up just so you know. I got to put dick ear on this one also since you didn't get to see it in your dirty ass hat. Yeah, you got to put my dirty ass hat on there. I've been begging him to put it on there and he's like, fuck that hat.
I'm so weak.
He's like, I ain't doing that again. I already put it on one. Apparently, it was a pain in the ass.
It's like, not again. I'm not doing it again. No.
Nah.
Fuck the hat. Fuck the hat.
I appreciate you, Frank. That's fucking awesome.
It's awesome. So what's your plans for this rainy day, Josh?
Samuel Clemens was his real name.
Oh shit. That is nothing like Mark Twain.
Josh said, this ain't gonna be the first video yours we show, but how can it not be? It's coming. There's a lot of knowledge in that channel in your mind, dude. Like I never once have thought to set an experiment like that up. Like how to even go about getting those things.
I was thinking that. I'm like, how do you even go about getting all this stuff? Like,
that's cool. I appreciate people like you. Like for real.
I'm intrigued by things like that.
Yep, because it reminds me of like the old days. There's this guy on TikTok. He's a doctor, and he's like a 20-year-old kid, but he fucking is a genius. And he's on TikTok, and he's just showing the world all these secrets, and fucking, it's so cool. What up, Rodney?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good. I usually use Friday mornings to catch up on emails and all the admin stuff behind what I'm doing, and then when I get done, I get to play Xbox for like an hour.
That's how you reward yourself?
Oh yeah, I mean that's, I look at it this way. We all grew up in these ages of like, okay, if I'm stressed, I go drink a beer or I go do a shot, or there's different coping mechanisms for different people, right? Yep. I grew up the entire time, like in my life, people telling me, don't play video games, it'll get you nowhere. Really? What about the people making, I don't know, $93 million a year playing Minecraft?
Well, You got to
streaming.
be the elite, but I get what you're saying. They say you can't do it. Well, it can be done. And actually, the esports is getting bigger and bigger and bigger
Mm-hmm.
to the point to where now real basketball teams also have sports teams.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. And the basketball players usually like do something like an autograph or something, or like, tip of the hat or something to those players that play them. And I'm just like, that's some Inception type of shit there. You know what I'm saying? But here's
There's playing video games out here making millions.
Mm-hmm. Gotta be
But
really good.
Mama just said it wasn't gonna be you. She didn't say it can't happen, and she said it's not gonna be you.
Oh no, I'm good with it. No, I'm good with it not being me.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna use it though as like a way to like listen. If I'm mad at somebody, I would rather be like, dude, take this controller, let me beat your ass in Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying?
I get addicted to video games, so now I stay away from them.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess
like I was saying about political discussions, like I know I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. I know I'm gonna get addicted. I'm not gonna entertain that beast, because when I entertain that beast, I fully feeded a whole fucking barbecue.
No, yeah. And I mean, and it's like Anthony Bourdain said, barbecue may not be the key to world peace, but it's a good fucking start.
I love barbecue.
I mean,
with a meal, you get a happy stomach, you know?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the way it should be to begin.
Even in back in the day in war times, they ate meals before they actually went to war.
Yeah.
We eat a meal together and then we go to war. We'll fuck each other up tomorrow, but tonight we're fucking homies.
Tonight we dine in hell.
Yeah, basically.
I can't really relate to the whole video thing game, but it does seem like a better coping mechanism than a lot of other things.
Yep.
So I do have to agree with that. I don't know what it's like to play a lot of video games, but
I look at it this way. So like, I just say because it's Friday morning for me, but a lot of people our age and a lot of people younger need to remember one thing. Okay. There are people now that everything's opening up, masks are coming off. So are the gloves. There's a lot of people in the world who won't hesitate to punch you in your fucking mouth. I don't condone violence. I'm just saying, like, there are people in the world that will do that and then ask questions.
There's a lot of people nowadays, especially like these fighting sports, not just boxing. Obviously, boxing's been fucking famous forever, but MMA and jiu-jitsu and all these martial arts are making a big comeback, way more than when I grew up. Like, they were there, but that was the beginning. Hoist Gracie was fucking, like, I was 10 years old when I first saw Hoist, when UFC 1 came out. And I've been hooked ever since. But there's people out here now, this is in mainstream media stuff now. It's on ESPN now. And it's like everybody's training. These girls will whip your ass and you don't even, it barely looks like they could pick up fucking 20 pounds.
Exactly. They'll hip throw you and then boom, you're done. I obviously grew up cooking and stuff, but and so I was very privy to understanding gender roles, whatever you want to call that. I just understood that the world is an equal place. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter who we are, more or less what we do. And so that brings me to and I know you know this, and I know you like this guy, Tom McDonald.
Yep.
I love that motherfucker because he spits it raw. He spits it raw. He was like, there was a line in the song that says, why worry about leaving a better world for our kids instead of leaving better kids for our world, or something like that. But the point of that is this.
Yep.
Everybody's
educate people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, okay, yeah, the world will take care of itself, but the only way to leave a better world for our kids is to leave better kids for our world.
Correct. You got to train these kids to fucking all these things, not just, it's correct, because it starts with them, and that's what we've always heard growing up. This stuff is going to start with you guys, at least me growing up. in the school I was in,
Oh.
and you're like, being a stupid kid.
You can prevent forest fires. Oh shit, bitch! I ain't never going into a forest if I smoke.
I can't even make mac and cheese. How am I going to change the world?
Funny because Matt, you know what gives mac and cheese, like Kraft mac and cheese, its color? Turmeric.
Yeah, I love turmeric.
Oh, I mean, it's great, but at the same time, it's like,
Harold says, knock teeth out first. Ask them if they need glue for their teeth second.
Don't come at me with that fucking snoo. I'll tell you that bullshit right now.
That's funny as hell.
I'm not above or below some hair pulling. I'll bite your ass. I don't give a flying fuck. Yo, we rapping.
I'm not sure, Chris. I assume he's sleeping or something.
T-Ruff's my boy. I love that guy. He's
at a meeting.
Great.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
We gotta get homegirl Kayla here on the show though.
I'll be there. I said.
Yep,
as long as I know ahead of time, I promise I'll be there.
I figured I'd probably end up having you guys come back for season 2. Have you guys peeped season 2 yet?
I jumped in for a little bit, and then I got a phone call, and then I got wrapped up with my kids, and that's why I haven't answered your message yet, because I want to actually watch the episode before I say I liked it.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those guys that's gonna just blow smoke up your ass because you saw I was in the room. You know what I mean?
No, it's not like that. No, I had to actually pull that episode. I have to go through and edit it, believe it or not, and repost it.
Yeah, that's what I figured had happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, there is some comments said near the end that were my show is very, dude, listen. Okay, now I got to describe my show, if you don't mind, for like literally a minute. So my show, The Daily Chronicles, is a very anarchist look at the world. Anarchy isn't... Come on, Bubba. Sorry, guys. If you want a husky, you know what I mean. Anarchy isn't you down with authority. Yes and no. Real anarchism is buying milk directly from the farmer. They don't want you to do that because then they can't tax it.
It's being able to live on your own without, basically.
It's building a shed on my own property, which I already pay tax for without a permit.
Like, if I don't want a government, that's technically anarchy.
Exactly. Anarchy is collecting your rainwater. You see my point? Anarchy is jaywalking. All these stupid little nuances and things that they try to tax us for, and it's become normalized in our society that we should probably... Anarchy is not wanting to work 90 fucking hours in a kitchen without health insurance and being paid penance and then having child support take half of that and you can't live. Who would want to live in a world like that? Nobody in a world like that.
Good times. Anarchy still has laws, but no rules.
Just no rulers.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
It's to me. I can show you, and I shit you not, y'all, and only for you motherfuckers will I give you that. Because let's face it, I'm ugly as fuck. I have a very young picture of me going from middle school to high school. You know those pictures you take with your friends, everybody jumps in, you hang all over each other like idiots and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I was given one of those pictures back, and on my hand, I shit you not, I had an anarchy symbol, which can't do it now, but an anarchy symbol tattooed on my hand in plain day. Love it. Hidden in plain sight. Isn't that the beauty of it, though? That's the poetic justice to it. So my show, very long-windedly, sorry, is an anarchist view at the cannabis, kind of arena, the who's who of and doing what in cannabis. Because let's face it, this is new to everybody. So we educate, we advocate, and we destigmatize by finding out people like you. Like, what are you out there doing? Okay, cool. Weed, not greed. All right, cool. Fuck the MCMA, things like that. And so it's like, we set the record straight for people that don't know yet, because let's face it, this is all brand new to everybody. You know what I mean?
This weed stuff?
Weed stuff, fucking.
You know what's so great about weed? My favorite thing about weed?
This is an earth dweller of the day. Earth dweller of the day. This is the 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 earth dweller of the day. See what's walking on this earth. Crawling on this earth. Okay. What is the earth dweller of the day? What?
You know, if I don't have schizophrenia, I do now.
Yeah.
Oh, that song just makes me like rub my head, like, oh,
Yep. I love it. That's
it's
why I
coming.
love
Here it comes.
I was waiting for my segue. I was waiting for my segue. I
Yeah,
was
you
waiting
gotta
for
get it.
my segue.
You know what?
And
Loves marijuana.
you know what? Why I love weed? Because it's a earth dweller. So let's talk about the white-tailed deer today.
Oh shit! I should go get my fucking racks. I got a couple of them.
I'm gonna tell one story. This past when I went on vacation, we found a baby deer in the woods. It still had spots. It could barely stand up. Obviously, I don't know where the mom was, but
She wasn't too far.
she wasn't too far.
Yeah.
So we didn't go up to it or touch it or anything, obviously. So we didn't want to. I think if we would have got closer, the mom would have been all fucking hooves on deck. But white-tailed deer typically live about 4.5 to 5 years in the wild, and in captivity they can live about 14. It says here.
Makes sense.
Yep, it reaches about 6 to 7 feet long and can weigh anywhere from 110 to 300 pounds.
Damn.
They can guess how tall they can jump.
Over 9 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet. Yep.
Yeah.
10 fucking feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen while hunting, I've seen a 9-foot barbed wire fence. I've seen a deer, whitetail, no bullshit, completely clear it without even thinking.
Yep. I've seen it too.
Well, that deer, because I was, obviously I shot it and then I watched it run and then it jumped the fence and I was like, I can't go get it. I can't clear that fucking thing. So
White-tailed deer, they can sprint at speeds of 30 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
They're quick little things.
Obviously, Bambi is the most popular white-tailed deer in the world. Bambi. Yep. They use their tails as warning signals.
Yep.
So that's how when they're alert, their fucking tails right up in the air, boom, and everybody knows something's up.
They can hear and smell you.
Yep.
That's how they run with turkey, because turkey can see up to a mile flat line.
It would raise its tail when exposed. Yep. It behavior signals the other deer in the herd to flee. So as soon as that tail goes up, everybody starts running.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
What's else? They make grunts and stuff like that. Whitetail has a scent gland that's found in its face and between its toes and on its foreskin, along with its hind leg. So it's got it leaves scents everywhere.
Scent's important to a deer. Look at that schnoz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The nose like that, the nose knows.
Right here, baby deer lay down to hide themselves. Learning how to walk may be one of Bambi's most iconic scenes, but it also is a realistic portrayal of how helpless the fawn is.
100%.
In the wild, the doe will usually leave its fawn in tall grass or other crevices as they forage for food. As the fawn waits for their mom to return, it can only sit there and hope that its spots would disguise it from predators. So that's exactly what that baby was doing.
Yes, I was just about to say that. From Victoria's pictures, it looks like and sounds like that's what that baby deer was doing.
Well, the second time we walked up to it, it was standing up. I walked up there and it was standing up, and then it just laid down. Boom. So, like, if I was a wolf, I'd have fucking ate that bitch. But
yeah, I wasn't very smart. But
well, I mean, babies aren't smart. A, B, it can't see for shit if it's laying in the grass. It can hear you and smell you, so it don't know what you are. So it's got to take a quick peek.
It was in the woods.
I mean, still, you know what I mean? If it's laying down, you look at they don't have vision like we do. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So if you're laying and you're a little deer, perspective is important because everything's going to look big. So if you stand up to investigate, that's what he was doing. She was.
You know what? You're right. You know what it eats? What do the deers eat?
Oh, dude, all kinds of shit.
Grass, legume,
yep,
fruit.
Corn. They love apples.
Yep.
All kinds of shit.
Yep. They rarely tend to stray away from their plant-based. They tend to stray away from their plant-based diet in the winter, though. So they will eat birds. They will eat rabbits, dead rabbits. They'll feed on fish. They've also been known to eat human flesh when they find dead bodies or something like that. So
Sure.
Savage creatures.
in Texas,
Yeah.
they
So,
were scavenging on a decomposing body.
right. So they're not carnivores. I need to stress that enough.
Correct.
I'd be dead well over if they were. If you look at their teeth, they're very herbivorish, if you will. They're not even omnivores technically. I mean, they technically are, but for the most part, no. If a deer has,
They only eat meat in like survival.
right. That's what I'm saying. If a deer has a really, really good food source nearby, it wouldn't do that. But if the food source is ran dry, like in the winter or something, that it'll basically do what it's got to do to survive.
Yep.
And eating decomposing bodies, absolutely.
A deer's eyesight works way better at night. So, it says deer have 300 million receptors in its eyeballs, which is much higher than the human that has about 5 million. So they have bad eyesight during the day, like Rodney was saying. He said that, he was talking about the babies, but period, they're not good eyesight during the day. So that's why their eyes, when you see them in your headlights, their eyes light up because they can see good at night.
That term deer in the headlights, that's,
Yep.
that's the reasoning for it. I mean, I still hunt these things. Not so much anymore. I don't have a lot of time, but I used to hunt these animals like crazy. They're delicious.
This fat guy loves the taste of baby deer.
There you go.
I love deer.
I don't shoot the babies, and you only shoot the mamas if you can age them properly. There's a little divot in them. You'll see the spine, you'll see the sag. You shoot the older ones, get them out of the pop, so the new does can step in. So you can kind of just keep going that way. That's how you hunt ethically.
They have a unique digestive system. It says most unique part of its anatomy. It's got a 4-chambered stomach. It's much like cows and sheep. The white-tailed deer has a specialized stomach that helps them absorb nutrients better. So while the digestion process involves formation, upon its initial digestion, the deer will regurgitate its food into a substance called cud, only to consume it once again for its final digestion.
This is true. It's they're like smaller cows is basically what it is.
Yeah.
So hang on a second. If I'm seeing this right, it's either, so I'm looking at the animals, the deer here on the screen, and the one in the middle, yes, absolutely is a white-tailed deer. But I think that the one to the smaller picture of the buck, the darker one, I think that's actually a mule deer. I could be wrong though. Very similar to a white-tailed deer, but it could be.
Look at that butthole.
Yeah. Well,
look at that butthole. That's a whitetail. All he's got to do is throw that butthole up, and here he goes.
Right.
I googled whitetail.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
MULE really quick, and it's the exact same. It's just like, oh shit, they're really hard to tell apart.
Thanksgiving Day dinner. I love venison. Venison's good. Doug says, "What up, Doug?" He says, "Looks like chili." Yep.
Chili, backstraps, loins, fucking.
Yeah, honestly, I would prefer venison over beef all day long, every day.
Hey, funny story. Anarchy is also killing a deer and eating it.
Let's see. 1 in 65 female white deer can grow antlers. FYI.
I've seen does with antlers before, but I didn't know this.
Yep, it's rare, but 1 in 65.
Here's a little known fact that you may not find. It's actually illegal to shoot an albino deer.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, guess what? It says you may confuse a mule deer for a whitetail right here. At first glance, it may be easy to mix up these two deer. With similar coats and sizes, you might not know what to look for to tell the two apart. There's major differences. The mule deer's tail has a black tip.
Yep, which looks like in that picture, looks like it's got a black tip.
I don't know about the tip is black. I see the white at the tip.
Oh, no shit, you're right. No, I just see the dark. You got to remember I'm on my...
It's like
white
tip. My bad. But no, at the same time, like
yeah, You were on the right track over here.
Trying to be.
Mule deer have antlers that fork out or branch out from numerous different points, while the white-tailed antlers only branch out from a singular beam.
I've always the difference that I've been told with the antlers is whitetails go out and come in and kind of hook around, and mule deer go straight up ish. So honestly, if you think about it, the one in the center, the one I said was a whitetail, could be a mule deer.
We eat deer for Thanksgiving, not turkey. I'm not a fan of eating turkey, if I'm being honest. I would prefer the deer.
Deer jerky is the best.
Tanya Z says deer. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's all. That's what I got.
Dun, dun.
Okay. When tracking a whitetail deer, if you're trying to figure out what kind of deer is around you, the footprint is very indicative of what type of deer you're chasing, what sex of deer. So a female doe's toes are going to come together and touch at a point, whereas a buck's are going to separate. You see my point, literally. So a doe's toes are going to hoof around and touch at a point. They'll be more pointed, if you will. You'll see this really as soon as you see it. And then when a buck's will separate. Telling the age of the buck is a little bit harder because then they'll start to separate a little bit more. Rubbings are a good indication of the size of buck that are around you. Baiting is for bitches. Don't bait them and shoot them. That's
delicious.
What's up? Oh, they're absolutely delicious. Especially when you infuse a good venison chili or venison steak. I love it.
Yep. That's facts. Well, we've hit that time. Thanks for joining us, Rodney. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody else that's tuned in. Thank you, Good Times for All, for letting us use your video and coming in and talking to us about that, because electricity is fucking, the fact that we can pull electricity out of thin air is something that guess what, Rodney? That's anarchy, son.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Love
all right.
it.
Peace out.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Brought to you by Brain Jerk. Fuck yeah.